Hey everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter. Today I'm in Farmingville, New York. Let's go thrifting. Today I'm at the American Thrift at 2280 North Ocean Avenue, Unit G in Farmingville, New York. And this is the newer American Thrift. This opened sometime in 2024, and look at this place. It is gorgeous. Wide aisles, easy access to everything. I love this store. It is absolutely stunning. So when I first walked in, I started looking at some shoes. My inventory in shoes has kind of gone down lately. I have not been replenishing, and I think it's just I have kind of moved on from there, and I'm more into housewares, which I did find pretty quickly, including these two, which I originally thought were all clad. These are Calphalon pans, and one was $4.99 and the larger one was $5.99. These are great just to have. I really love them, and I picked those up immediately. I checked out this, look at the dishwasher damage, and they wanted $6.99 for that Pyrex. And this bowl, which was in a little bit better shape, was also $6.99. But no, I was not picking those up at all. This Sakura Rooster Bowl, there were quite a few online, but no sold comps, so I left that behind. And then I saw this. This is really cute. It is Crate & Barrel. They do sell well for me, Crate & Barrel, all of their little doodads. This was $3.99, and I found one selling for $19.99, but I did not find any sold comps, so I left that one behind. There are a lot of teacups here. This one was $7.99. I like that they're wrapping in plastic now and not all the tape. And I left all of these behind. I have too many that I have not sold yet. This one was $4.99. There was a small one there for $2.99. But yeah, I left the teacups behind and continued on. I did find this. This was interesting. This is a Crown Corning Japan platter. Say that 5 times fast. $3.99. And I looked it up quickly, and I did find that there was one that sold for $24.99, and apparently the white is rare, or at least this person listed it that way. This I thought was super cute for $3.99. This is an Ornament Teapot, but I just decided to leave it. I found this online, and it was just selling for $35.99. I did not find any sold comps on it. As I was looking, I saw this Calphalon little saucepan, which was in really good condition, and it was only $2.99. I thought about buying it, but then I looked it up, and there was only one sold comp for $12.99, so this really wasn't worth my time. Then back here, I picked this piece up, which I thought was really interesting, and it was Dansk, Denmark. Only $1.99. It's a sugar bowl. But be on the lookout for this particular type of pattern because they have casserole dishes and whatnot. But look at the price difference between the ones that are selling without the lid versus with the lid. And then there are other pieces to look out for. And like I said, the casserole dishes are the ones really to be on the lookout for because look with or without the lids. Really good to find. Then I found this. I actually have sold these before many times. This is an Anchor Hocking milk glass divided plate. This is $5.99 in really nice condition. I really liked it, but as I've said, I've sold those before. And look at the variation, one for $3. This is why I don't do auctions. Don't do them. This is what happens. I like this divided plate a lot, although this just said stoneware on it, and it was $5.99. I'm not really sure who made it or where it was made. I tried to look it up, but I really couldn't find any comps on it. And then this I thought was interesting, especially when I turned it over. It was $3.99. It was from J. Crew. It is a anchor with rope soap dish, which there was a new one for sale, new in box for $15, and one that is pre-owned selling for $28, but no sold comps. Then I reached over into the dog bowl area. Yes, a Villeroy Boch for $4.99, but it was green label. It was $2.50, and I picked that up right away. But don't overlook the dog bowls because someone put this casserole dish there. Then I saw this Pottery Barn ice bucket for $4.99. But remember, a few weeks ago, I bought a Moet and Chandon champagne ice bucket, and I still have that one. So I left this one behind because it looked like it needed some work. This actually looked exactly like it, but they did sell for $24.99, this one. And then I saw this vase, which I thought was really pretty. It was $7.99. It wasn't on sale. I didn't love it enough to want to pick it up, but I thought the colors were really pretty. I did find two that sold $7.43 and $15, not much. Another for $17, another for $12. So the $7.99 really wasn't a deal. Now let's take a look at my recent sales, which have been actually on an upswing, including the dog bowl dish, casserole dish from Villeroy and Boch. Yes, that sold very quickly for $19.99. I think I had it up for $24.99, and I made an offer to someone and just to get rid of it. This vintage Nordic Ware Easter egg was in my inventory for a long time, but I did sell it for $34.99. And then an Easter bunny, this is actually a Build-A-Bear bunny that I did sell for $16.99, but I did have that in my inventory for about 2 years. I still have another one in my inventory. This bottle decanter I've had for quite a while, and I finally sold it for $24.99. It's made in Czechoslovakia, but it doesn't have a top to it. These vintage Pyrex measuring cups always sell, so pick them up whenever you see them, and they're only $1 or $2 usually, and I sold this one for $22.99. Then these are a pair of running shoes I've had for quite a while, and they did sell for $29.99. Last summer I bought this Oreo cookie jar for $5 at a yard sale, and I sold it for $45, which was great. This Portuguese banana leaf dish I picked up for $2.99 at the American Thrift in Baldwin and sold for $30. Anthropology is always a brand to look out for, and this I picked up for $2.50 with another mug, which was London. This is the New York City one, and I sold this one for $26.99. Then I sold this California Originals vintage ceramic cookie jar, which I think I paid $7 for, and I sold it for $29.99. And then this is from the bins in Charlotte, North Carolina, when I was there for FlipCon a couple of years ago. It was the last of the items that I picked up at the bins, and I picked it up for probably 60 cents or so, and I sold it for $19.99. This is a Mariposa shell pattern metal platter I sold for $30, which I thought was so pretty, and I thought would sell quicker, but I've had it for 2 years. These Culver Starlight Highball 22 karat gold band glasses, 6 of them sold for $35, and I paid $1 each at AmVets for them. I found this Hippo cookie jar sometime last year for about $3 or $4, and it was pretty dirty, but I cleaned it up, and Hippos are pretty popular. It sold for $54.99, so be on the lookout for the Hippos. These plates are made in France. I bought them for $1 each at my favorite thrift, Hope for Long Island Thrift up in Oyster Bay. This was a really good return on investment, so look out for them. Thanks for watching Long Island Thrifter. If you enjoyed this video, please tap the like button, and if so inclined, please subscribe. Until next time, keep on thrifting.